Welcome back to our 2-Minute Tuesdays with Trish and Pastor Dave.
Hey, ticka 2 minute two.
The question is today, does swearing matter? Is it a sin? What is all that about?
Damn straight it matters, but probably not in the way you think. Look, okay, what we've been taught is, and it's based on commandment, don't use the Lord's name in vain, right? Which is actually a literal commandment. We'll go back to that in a second, but we've expanded
I did not know that.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
But we've expanded that. Well, don't say, the obvious thing that begins with a G and then there's a D, right? And then we get mad when people hit their thumb and say that. But then pious people expanded that to all the swear words that you say when people cut you off in traffic, right? Okay, look. Those might not be the best situationally to say, I don't know, okay? But they have very little to do with the God that you and I know. Even if someone actually says that explicit God thing when they hit their thumb, I don't associate that with the God that I read about in the Bible. Whether they say it or not is kind of immaterial to me. However, there are a lot of people who promote a lot of stuff literally in God's name. Racism, provincialism, misogyny, saying that God depends on you doing right, and if you don't do right, then God won't work for you. If you don't think like me, God won't be with you. Guess who's taking the Lord's name in vain? And a lot of them have very fancy suits and very fancy clerical collars and do it from a pulpit. I think we should all swear up and down in the 4-letter sense before we should speak even one word of that other kind of taking the Lord's name in vain. So I'm not going to swear on camera because of your sensibilities, but if I do it in the car when I'm alone, I'm not sure God cares, right? But what I say about God really does matter, and we all need to be careful about our language and the witness and message we convey there.
Awesome. Well, if you have your own questions, send them in to myboisechurch.org, and we'll see you next Tuesday.